Hey everybody. So this is gonna be a should you visit video for Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Hope you enjoy. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me so much. And without further ado, let's get this video started. So where to start off with? Uh, Amsterdam, obviously huge place for the smoking of the weed. Um, it was pretty nifty over there, actually. Amsterdam is a very beautiful place. People are friendly, which is a very big plus for me. If you guys watch my videos, you know that's a big plus. Um, it kind of reminded me of the alternate France, where in France there is a bunch of cafes for your wine, your food, and all that kind of stuff. In Amsterdam, there's cafes for basically just the weed. And they're all over the places. They have like they got their shit together. Like they know what's up. They have food stands all over the place for after hours. Um, they're they know how to cater to their customers. Amsterdam was an amazing place. There's a lot of street performers trying to get some money, and they were all really good. If you saw my first video on it, you can see one of them. It was awesome. They're funny. Um, Otherwise, it's a very modern place too. Though it was really cool. You got the nice architecture from that's been around for a long time. My hostel was by the canals, so I got to see that every day. People riding in their boats down, um, and there's a bunch of people there. I took the tram a lot, which goes throughout the city, and there's so many people walking around. It's crazy, but they're all really friendly. Lots of tourists, obviously, for Amsterdam. I did get to go to the red light district, which was also really interesting. Um, I I didn't exactly know what I was expecting at first because here in the States, um, when we think about like debauchery kind of things, prostitution, that kind of stuff, that's illegal here. It's legal over there. Big difference, obviously. Um, but I didn't exactly know what to expect. My only experience with dealing with any of that kind of stuff is Las Vegas when I lived there. But even then, like strip clubs, that's about it. Sure, there's like hookers and whatnot, but those are illegal and whatever. So with that in mind, I went to the red light district and I was talking to some of the other people walking around in the restaurants and whatnot, and they told me I should just ask the girls themselves. So here I am in a crowded place of men and women gawking at other women in their little booths. Um, it was very odd at first because it definitely actually felt like I was in a zoo. The women were dressed in basically undergarments, um, bras and panties, and through a glass door. And there they would try to seduce you to come in and whatnot. It was it's kind of flattering in a weird way because that never happens to me. That never happens to me at all in any sort of situation. So when I was there, I was like, oh my God, she's trying to ask me to go. Do I what? And because I was so curious on what was actually going on. Oh, hey, Bonnie. That's our dog, by the way. She just likes being a little light stealer. Um, no, yeah, I like very shyly walked up and she opened her door for me and she was like, "Oh, you want to come in, baby?" And I was like, "Actually, I have a question. This is weird. What do what actually goes on? Like what happens?" And she told me very nicely, well, for 50 euros, you get 15 minutes, and we can do anything you want from cuddling to massaging to sucking to fucking. And afterwards, I was like, oh my God, so this is what a prostitute is like. And she asked me if I was interested, And I said, no, thank you. I was just curious on how this all works. This is my first time here. And then she was like, no problem. And left. She was very nice. Very nice. Um, and it's kind of weird because all of these women were like super attractive, like supermodel status. Like they had basically a woman for every man's taste, from the large to the skinny to the tall to the short to the blonde, brunette, red haired, you name it. Every culture. It was so weird. It was like as if you were picking out a toy, and you pay 50 euros for 15 minutes, and that was it. You get to do whatever you want. It was kind of mind blowing. But then you also have to realize too that these women aren't there because someone's making them do it. They're there because they want to. The entire red light district area was being managed by a female actually too, and it was very well known about that. And they had the sex museum right along there. Sex to them, it's not a taboo thing. Like they know that people do it, and some people would want to pay for it, so they have it as a business. It's a legitimate business over there. It just felt very weird to me because I've never been in that type of situation before. Um, but I mean, I can't say I didn't think about it. It's crazy. It would have been an experience, but I did not. I did not, mainly because I was broke. No, I'm just kidding, kind of. But no, otherwise, seriously though, like Amsterdam was so amazing and full of surprises. I would definitely want to go back there just because there was actually a whole bunch of art that I didn't get to see. Um, I saw the Anne Frank house. I went to the Van Gogh Museum, or Van Gogh, however you pronounce it, and and some other places that I didn't actually get to go see that I really wanted to go see. There was a bar made out of complete ice, and your drinks are served in ice, ice cups, and it was so cool. And I really wish I could have gone. It was amazing, and there was so much more to do there besides the smoking and the fucking. And I definitely would want to go back there. I would say Amsterdam was a success. If you have the opportunity to go, do it. Do it. And if you're there for like smoking weed or edibles or prostitution, obviously it's the place for you to go. But otherwise, there's so much to do that doesn't involve any of that. And honestly, it's probably the better parts of it because it's it shows you a lot more of Amsterdam than what it is to the outside world. Mainly, people from like the states here, uh, we thought of Amsterdam as only the place where you can get prostitutes and different kinds of weed. That's basically it. Which, by the way, weed is still illegal in Amsterdam. It's not legal, but it's a more like turning a blind eye kind of thing. It's tolerated, what it is. Um, so keep that in mind. But otherwise, yes, go to Amsterdam, do it. You will have fun. And thank you again for watching. If you liked this video, if this was helpful for you at all, please go ahead and like this video, share it with your friends, your traveling buddies, whatever, and please subscribe. That'd be awesome. I would love you forever. See, that was a really good version. But yeah, so thank you for watching for this should you visit video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.